everybody, and thank you for coming. I'm overwhelmed by the turnout. It's absolutely fabulous. I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who's helped do this, to Signal, and my friends and family. And I'm just delighted that you're all here. It's just wonderful. And some of his colleagues and college friends, there's everybody here from all different parts of Noel's life, and it's just really lovely to see it all. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to hand you
Okay, so there's a little bit of a chorus going on here, sort of verse by verse. So I'm here, really, my role tonight is to just mention Jim, without whom this place would not exist. And as some of you, most of you know by now, that Jim died just a few weeks ago, and we really miss him. And I'm actually going to cry. And it's still hard to believe he's gone, and sometimes I feel like he's just gone on a holiday. And we just want to acknowledge that, because he would have been the person standing there and not me. And that's it. We just want to say that. And it's a kind of double tragedy in a sense that Noel isn't here. So two really strong individuals who were important to the running of this place. And our main focus now is to carry on their dream going into the future.
Well, yeah.
Someone's speaking a little bit louder.
Yeah, louder. It's okay. Sorry. She's got a loud voice.
I have a loud voice, and you know, I absolutely echo everything both Michelle and Eleanor have just said. It was, I think, such a hard decision and such a hard thing to do for Michelle and the girls to actually go through Noel's work to pick out what they were going to put into the show today. Then the decision of deciding if it was going to be paintings or prints, and the logistics of getting Noel's paintings is a reality of it's a global thing. How do you get them back? How do you insure them? What do you do from there? And, you know, Noel as a painter has had such a big impact on, I think, nearly everybody in this room that's involved in the arts. And I have to say a little bit as well, as Noel as a person has had an impact on everybody in this room. You know, yeah. So, you know, his talents went in many, many directions. But for me, in his artwork, what he really had, what really different, was his passion. When you walk around this room and you look at his marks and you look at how he paints, you can see somebody who passionately loved paint, who passionately loved how a piece of charcoal made a mark on a piece of paper. Everything was done from the heart. And everything he did for all the people he loved. He didn't just paint for himself, he painted for his family, for Michelle and the girls, for his family from Clonus, for all the Clearys, for his extended family, for his family he created from his friends. He painted for everybody. And he painted in such a way that he taught us. Every time we looked at a painting, you would learn something new. You would learn something new about painting. I was very privileged that I got to share a studio with him for 5 years. Very intimidating, because you're dealing with a master, but a master who gives out to himself all the time while he's painting, you know. So the painting over there in the corner is actually a painting I have in my house. It's the one straight after the photograph. And for me, if you want to learn to paint, you look at that picture. That picture teaches you everything you need to know about painting. You know, it teaches you about layers, it teaches you about distance, it teaches you about perspective, and it teaches you about enjoyment of the texture of paint and feeling it in the process and being an artist. What's wonderful about this exhibit as well, which you really couldn't have without the process that Michelle very carefully selected, is the kind of back scene look at his sketch pads. There's quite a few gorgeous, beautiful little sketches that were buried in sketch pads. And we're getting to see them today, and I feel very, very privileged from being able to have a chance to have a look at them. The prints, if you look around, they're really high quality prints, because you can almost feel the texture. You want to touch them. You know you're not meant to, but you really want to touch them. And the joy is that you can get to share his beautiful work with more people, you know, because me personally, I was like, I'm lucky, I have some sketches, I have some paintings in my house, but I really would like some more, you know, so it is fantastic to do this. And this is the very start of a journey. He was such a prolific and hard-working artist that there is so much work, and unfortunately he left us too soon. So it's not recorded, and this is the first step of recording and archiving his work, and also spreading his teaching, because he was a teacher. I don't know how many people in this room he was a teacher for, but he taught so many people. He taught his colleagues, he taught his teachers. When we were in Sligo, Sean McSweeney, who was my hero, every time I meet him he goes, "Oh no, he was such a great painter." You know, and then he'll have a conversation with me. But you know, he had such an impact on, I think, every person he met. And you know, so much to say, I can't say it all in the one go, but everybody who knows, who's here, the community projects, he was awarded the award for the community artist here in Bray. He did so much with Culture Night and so involved in Signal 4 years as well. And I'm getting too emotional, so I'm going to pass you back over to Eleanor to finish up.
So the objective here is these are I'm going to try and pronounce this right. Display prints, which means they're archival, archival quality. And the objective here, this is the first night and what we're hoping to do. So we're hoping that people who have paintings will get in touch with us, and that we will have an opportunity to document these. And we'll create a collection that will go into NIVAL, which is the National Irish Visual Arts Library in NCAD, where they keep an archive of artists and their work. And we'd really like to do that as a legacy to his work, and in terms of the quality of it and how far it went, you know, and how much further, if he had been with us, it could still have gone. So if you do have a painting that you'd like documented in part of our archive, we really appreciate you leaving your details behind, so that we can figure out how to get to the next step, which will take a while. Obviously it'll take a while, but it costs money to put this together, folks. So the other thing is, please buy, because otherwise, you know, the family are doing this at a loss, and we don't want that to happen. Otherwise, enjoy the night.
Sticker beside a picture. The beauty of quality prints is they are from an edition, and you can then discuss to see if there's more editions available of that picture if you're interested in one that already has a red dot beside it. And just finally, you can still buy it. And finally, Noel's work, for me, it's all about love, it's all about energy, it's all about family, it's about really cherishing what you have in this room with all these people are in this room. So have a nice evening.